I also raised the current high energy prices, crippling our economy and making it impossible for families and businesses to make ends meet. We need to improve competitiveness and we need to return to growth. And we must do this by sticking to our democratic values and by pursuing our climate agenda. The European Parliament believes that the United States Inflation Reduction Act should provide a platform for further EU-US leadership in climate action, in energy, in security, and for cooperation on the definition of common standards. But one thing is clear: now is not the time for a trade war with our allies. I also welcomed the unblocking of the €18 billion financial assistance package for Ukraine, which I signed yesterday following the vote in Parliament. I also called for a quick agreement on the 9th package of sanctions and for the European Union to keep its promise to the Ukrainian people and President Zelensky to hold those responsible for war crimes to account. There can be no peace without justice. Final word, we had quite a long exchange with the Czech Prime Minister on the excellent work done by the Czech presidency, and I would like to publicly acknowledge that. I do that because what we thought, I think, was impossible at the beginning of this presidency has been done. When we promised that we would adopt REPowerEU before Christmas, we did that yesterday in the early hours of the morning. We unblocked the long-blocked migration package by voting on Eurodac earlier this week and by concluding the trialogues on reception and resettlement. This is important because the European Parliament signed a roadmap with the European Council as co-legislators going forward in order to finalise this package, which has an impact and a spillover effect even on the Schengen discussion for what our citizens want us to be acting on. This is a legislative area which is one that is tangible and that is emotive, but also one that can be addressed by legislation. On Article 122, I reiterated the Parliament's position that the speed and effectiveness with which this Parliament has acted on legislation such as on gas storage, but also on REPowerEU, does not justify the need to use Article 122, except where it is exceptional and justified. And there was a commitment that was given to me in this regard by the leaders, both of the countries and of the institutions. Thank you, and happy to take any
questions, please.